That's a nice one. Alright guys, so today we're gonna be going for some bass, some smallmouth. This river we have largemouth. We have like the three fish. We have spotted, large, and smallmouth. And I'll be using this Whopper Plopper 60. It's the smallest size right here. A lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be, but it should do the trick. Caught a couple earlier already, but yeah. So in the morning, I think the game plan today is gonna be in the morning, I'm gonna use the Topwater, the Whopper Plopper, and then as the sun comes up and they get a little more, you know, finicky, you gotta drop down to Finesse, and I'll be using a tube. So yeah, stick around guys to see if we can get anything. Oh, got hit right there. They seem to be a little active today. That's good. That's good. And I'm fishing an outgoing tide today. That means the water is going to be receding or dropping pretty much all morning, really. So, gotta walk through all this brush in order to get to the spots. But it should be positioning this fish closer to the bank. Since usually on an outgoing tide here, the current is very strong on outgoing tide. Oh, there we go, I got one. Oh. Oh, he's barely hooked. He's one hook. But you know, the fish in here aren't too big. They're really small, but you have a ton of fish. Like you'll catch probably like 100 plus fish in one day, you know? That's what I like about it. Even though you don't catch big ones, it makes that 2-pounder, 3-pounder really special. Chill down, buddy. He's got something down his throat. A little spotted, not spotted, but little smallmouth. Thank you, sir. Oh, dang, he came back twice for it. He knocked it up a foot in the air and then it dropped again and he came up and grabbed it. And then I set the hook. I pulled it away from him. Okay, just the little guy, little largemouth. I don't know why they always make, oh, and he's off. But I don't know why they always make topwater blow-ups so big, but then when you pull them in, they're so tiny. That one was a little largemouth. Let's see if I can get anything bigger than that. That was probably the smallest fish of the day. But I'm noticing they're only really getting one hook. So, I don't know why, just one hook. Oh, there we go. See, look at that. This guy got one hook as well. Never mind, he's got two. But it's just the little guy. You don't even see the bite. You just hear like a little water vacuum, and then you start feeling weight on your line. Another largemouth. Little largemouth on the Whopper Plopper. Thanks, bud. Must be a school of them right here. See if I can get that 2-3 pounder on this thing. I see a ton of little baby bass. But where there's baby bass, there's some big mamas around. Oh, there we go. Got one. A little bigger. A bit bigger. Oh, never mind. Just as small. I was popping it, pausing it, popping it, pausing it, and he just came up and smoked it. Hopefully my jacket wasn't in the way. It's a bit windy this morning. Okay. Actually, he's not even that big, really, actually. A bit bigger than the other ones, but nothing substantially bigger. A little largemouth, nothing too big. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Okay, not a big one actually, but definitely a better size. I saw him come up and eat that thing. Wow, that was pretty cool. A little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. We're upgrading a bit. The one that hit it earlier, just before him, was probably about the same size, but it looked like a smallmouth. This one is a largemouth. We're upgrading a bit. We're upgrading. It seems like he got some type of leech in his mouth. We'll get that out for him. Probably, sadly, the biggest fish of the day, but gotta remember, we ain't fishing at Clear Lake. See if we can get another one though. Oh, there we go. Am I even on? Oh, he missed it. Oh my gosh, that thing was pretty big. He missed it. Could have sworn he had it. I saw him running off. I saw my line running off. Oh man. Who knows how big that one could have been. But I gotta say, that was probably one of the bigger ones. Dang it. Oh, there we go. Oh. I snagged him? What is going on? Oh. Oh, I know. There's a fish in there. There's a fish somewhere in there. Some lettuce bass. A smallmouth. There we go. Got some lettuce with them. Little chubby dude. Very pretty fish. I mean, he's got some blue to him, even though bass don't really have blue, you know. All right, just move spots. I'm gonna try the Whopper Plopper. See if I get anything to bite. Oh. That's a nice one. He's digging a bit. Yeah, I got this one. Oh, big old largemouth. Oh yeah. All beat up though. Probably the biggest one of the day. Just lift him on up. Man, he looks like a beat up salmon though. Yeah. Look at that, he's got a crawdad down his throat. Holy smokes. Look, he inhaled that thing, but he has something wrong with the scale. He probably has some type of scale thingy. But don't really want to touch him. But definitely the biggest one of the day. That was insane. The bite was so fun. All right, I just got this nice one. Now, a totally different fish from the one I caught earlier on the tube. He wrapped me around the pole and he jumped like 2 feet up in the air. I'm trying to land this dude. This is probably the biggest one of the day. Don't do that. It's a nice smallmouth. I got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Healthy fish, yep. On the tube, 2-inch tube. Look at that fatty. Yeah, I didn't get the bite. Look, he got a crawdad down his mouth. He is almost as big as Billy the bass. This is probably the best one of the day. He's definitely about like a pound or so. I threw like right. Yeah, you got to throw the tube. Beautiful fish. Yeah, I threw it like right behind those weed edges. He's like a pound. All right, so see, all I did for that fish was I just threw it behind here. And usually on the tube, if they're aggressive enough, they'll hit it on the drop. And that's what that guy did. He hit it on the drop. Right on these weed edges. Just chilling in these weed lines. And I'm stuck. Got it out. But that was literally all I was doing. just throwing around these weed edges, hoping they bite. All right, guys, so for the report for the Sacramento River, we're gonna start with salmon first. Man, salmon has been tough, man. Salmon has been tough. We've been out there almost at least once a week, every week, and we have not been getting anything. And this particular day, we went from like 5 to 12, nothing. No salmon saw or caught at all. It's been real tough. Didn't even see a salmon roll or jump. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what the salmon is. It's just been real slow, real tough. But hopefully with this cooler weather, the nights are getting colder. Hopefully the salmon start biting. As far as stripers, I have not been fishing in the evening, so I do not know whether those little stripers are boiling still or not. But you know, every spot is different. Stripers are constantly on the move. But I have heard that the fall striper run in the Delta has been kicking off. So if you guys are looking for striper, probably go to the Delta, at least further towards the central and west Delta, not up here in the north Delta. But that's pretty much for stripers. But if you do catch them boiling, you know, just throw swim baits, throw some Topwater. They'll literally hit anything when they're the boils like that. You just gotta find them when they're boiling. And as you can see for the bass, they're still hitting Topwater. But for the most part, the Topwater won't really catch the most quality fish. It will probably catch you the most numbers of fish. I'm noticing the big ones are in the grass. They're around a lot of grass, and then use whatever around the grass. Use Senkos, you know, get a tube like that, Ned rigs, even Topwater. I'm just noticing the big ones are around cover and grass. But there are some big ones around all the small ones. They're just really hard to catch for some reason. They're just really sluggish and really cautious. Some ways that I have learned to catch those bigger ones is you just have to dead stick a Senko. Like throw a 4-inch Senko, because most of these fish, we're fishing for smallmouth in these rivers. So throw a 4-inch Senko and just throw it out there where you see a whole bunch of little fish, but there's always some bigger fish lurking around. Throw your Senko or throw a tube or throw a Ned rig and throw it out there and let it sink to the bottom. And once it hits the bottom, count to 10 or 5 seconds. For the Senko, I say 5 seconds to 10 seconds. For the tube, I count it to 5, and then never count it to 5, and then kind of just slowly shake it on the bottom. And if you don't get bit, just slowly work it back to you, because that is how the bigger fish like to bite. They're really lazy, especially in these rivers. They're really lazy. They don't like to chase down lures. They just like to have an easy meal. I mean, yeah, as you can see, the bass bite is still been really well, but as this water starts to cool down into like December, November, the bass bite will start to shut down. So if you guys want to get bass, go out there and get them now. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys have any video suggestions for me. I'm down to do any type of video. Just let me know what you guys want to see. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. See, my camera's even on. I was jigging it right under those weeds. This guy came up and just smacked it. Dang, not a big one by any means, but I can tell you what, it's my first ever crappie. A crappie? But I've never caught a crappie like that. That's pretty tight.